All right, all right. Hold up. Hear me out. Hear me out. I saw this and I found it interesting. Let's see. Let's look at some settings real quick. We got controls. Got my little avatar. Change the body tag. Enable. Oh, I'm just at floating head. Okay. All right. Whatever. Okay. Floating head. Can't control the volume any. All right. That's going to be interesting. Welcome to Virtual Speech. And if you know anything about me, if you've been here before, I like to talk. I'm a bit of a talker. And I am very good with things like this. You know, you might not notice about me, but I used to sing and I used to do stage plays and whatnot. I'm also very good at debates. I'm anything involving talking or standing in front of a crowd. I kind of got that. So I am going to let you know right now, I am not going to follow these prompts the way it's supposed to be. I like the conference room or the theater. Let's do the conference room. I'm not going to follow it the way it's supposed to be followed. But look at all the white people. We got some Asians. Hey, little Asian girl. Hey, she nodded. Okay, acknowledgement. Coffee. Little briefcase. We got cameras from it. You must be the news crew. What are y'all doing back there? Y'all not even paying attention to me. I don't even have your focus. I don't appreciate that. Welcome to the conference room where you can practice your presentations and get feedback on your performance. Add your slides, notes, questions, practice. Access these using the buttons on the left-hand side. Let's set the scene.
The big moment has arrived.
Oh, okay. So I can navigate, options, select, ask questions. Okay, let's set the scene.
On your left, you will see a selection of buttons.
I get that. Let's set the scene.
The big moment has arrived.
My big moment.
You've stepped out onto the stage.
My heart's
and
throbbing.
Find yourself confronted with a sea of expectant faces. Your heart rate starts to quicken. Anxiety and adrenaline are pumping through your veins.
Oh, okay. Samples.
Now, practicing under these conditions of heightened emotion is far more effective than simply speaking to yourself at home in the bathroom mirror. And by practicing here, you'll also receive valuable feedback on your speech. But before you start, take a moment to breathe. Force yourself to adopt a wide, open, confident stance. And remember that this is not a performance. You are simply delivering a message to your audience. A message that adds value to them. When you're ready, select Start Analysis and begin your talk.
Okay. Where the fuck is Start Analysis? That's let me close this one. Oh. Aha. All right, we in here. Let's see. Example feedback. Let's open some notes. Practice with sample notes provided. Upload. Sample notes. Persuasive, historical, debating, sales pitch, elevator pitch, informative. We're going informative. Renewable energy, artificial intelligence, mental health. You can move this panel by pointing the left-hand controller at it, holding the trigger. Oh, perfect. Mental health awareness. Ladies and gentlemen, today I stand before you to shed light on a topic that affects millions of people, which is mental health. You understand, sir, because you look like you suffer from something. I'm going to say insomnia or depression. Yep, I knew it. I called it. You have the I'm the youngest child syndrome, and you just feel like everything is about you, and if things don't fall into play the way in which you expect them to, you get upset. You refuse to take accountability for your actions and your lack of ambition. You look like the type, just the way you're sitting there. You're here not to listen, not to learn, but you are here to find a man that is willing to take care of you without you having to do anything for him. You want someone to provide a life for yourself that you are not willing to create for yourself. And she understands. You probably got a best friend like that, you know? You probably have an auntie, or maybe, you grew up in a family where they put money at the top of the values than understanding, communication, acceptance, respect, consistency. These are the things that really make a difference. And mental health is a big part of that. Now, let me break it down for you. Mental health, at its core, is the responsibility of those who raised you. Okay, the family members that were a part of your life, and it all depends on the support system that you have. Support systems are very important. Let's say you fall and scrape your knee as a child, and when I was growing up, my father was like, "Oh, you all right? You're a boy. Stand up." That's true. I'm a boy. I gotta stand up. And life is hard for men. It's hard for women too, but it's just hard on different levels. But we're talking about boys right now. It's hard for young men out here. So yeah, you got to know how to just take the pain and shrug it off. But at the same time, you should also not negate the fact that that young man was in pain. Y'all not hearing me. Y'all not here with me right now. You can't negate the fact that he was still in pain. Don't have him ignore the pain. Have him acknowledge. You feel me? You see what I'm saying? Have him acknowledge the pain and then work through the pain. You see what I'm saying? That's what it's about. You got young women out here who were taught no discipline whatsoever. Like this lady right here. You can smile all you want, but I know it's you. No discipline whatsoever. None. And then wonder why she out here running the streets, acting crazy, sucking dick at 4 a.m. next to Costco's. Like, why do we not take accountability for this? And I know that you have issues, ma'am. It's okay. You wouldn't be here if you didn't have issues. But what are your issues? You didn't get enough love as a child. You didn't get enough affection as a child. So when you went to get the affection, she got it from the only place she could, or the only place that was willing to give it, which was men. Daddy didn't hug you enough. Dad, don't look down. Look at me. Daddy didn't hug you enough. So now whenever you feel alone and you need some affection, the only way you can get it is to give your body away. That's mental health issues. That's what we need to be discussing right now. How do we come together as a society, as a community, as a species, and help people understand, like, you are not alone. And even if you are, there's somebody out there that would understand what you're going through. Safe places like this, safe spaces like this, where you can come and feel as though, like, sometimes you just need somebody. You need to know that you aren't the only one going through it. Like, I can see you are clearly addicted to coffee. You wonder what I'm addicted to? Video games. It's my safe space. It's a space where I can be the version of myself that I choose to be, not the version that society wants me to be, not the version of myself where I have to follow certain guidelines. I don't have to be a particular person. I can be Bonkai. I'm the gaming guy. I don't have to always be buttoned up, suit and tie. I don't have to adhere to society's standards of how to behave yourself. And then you have to ask the question. And my uncle actually posed this question, and I was very impressed. I mean, he's a smart man, but I'm saying I was impressed that he thought about it in this particular way. He said, people won't accept that. Why not? Because it doesn't, because it doesn't meet social standards, or it doesn't meet a certain expectation. And he looked me dead in my face and said, whose expectation? Whose standard? I am my own individual. I don't have to please anybody but me. I don't have to take care of anybody but me. And that's your problem. A lot of y'all people pleasers. Look at you, fidgeting. You know, I know a fidget. I know one when I see one. You're a people pleaser. You're not happy unless the people around you are happy with you. You got to stop that. Sir, you're clearly high right now. You're blinking a little too much. And your partner over here is very upset. He's uncomfortable with the fact that you're so goddamn high. But he's here to support you because he understands that you have a mental illness. a mental ailment or something that you just need to work through. Now, I'm not here to say that anybody is a problem or has issues. We all have issues. What I'm saying is be brave. Face it. Don't run away from it. Don't distract yourself. Don't put a Band-Aid on. You can't put a Band-Aid on an open wound. You got to stitch it up, let it heal. The scar will remain, but that scar is a reminder of your triumph. That scar is a reminder of what you have overcome. Bravery. And if you can't find it within yourself, look at me. Okay? I'm the god of bravery at this point. I don't know why I'm floating so much bigger than y'all on this podium, but I'm going to just fuck it. I'm a god in this particular situation. Okay? And don't forget, you have the strength to decide your own destiny. You decide to put that dick in your mouth at 4 a.m. behind Costco's. You decide to keep sipping your coffee. You decide to keep popping them pills. You decide to stay up late night and play video games. Bags under your eyes, you're exhausted. Sir, you're exhausted. You're deciding to surf porn while in this goddamn. That's your addiction. That's why you're here. Don't take a breath. Don't clench your jaw. That's why you're here. We know. And this young lady's very uncomfortable trying to make it seem like she can't see the penis going in and out of the ass. I'm just saying. Don't sit here and pretend, sir. All right, I'm about to take some questions. Oh, I can't do it. I gotta upload questions. You need a paid account to upload your own questions. Can I just get some extra some questions? You need an account to visit this website info to upload questions. Upload. Oh man, I was on a roll. I was doing good. What's this? Is this my slides? Oh, I got slides. Wait, why is my body distorting? Hold on. Oh, my head. Do I have hair that I can't see? It must be the stupid ass hair. I need to be bald. Price is an important concern for customer booking travel. No, it's not. No, it ain't. It's only a concern for people who ain't got it. And that's another aspect of mental health we need to talk about. Because if you ain't got it, why are you trying to spend it? Live within your means. And then you wonder why you're in debt. Wonder why your car got repossessed. Wonder why BGE is sending you a turn-off notice because you ain't paid them in 6 months. Let's keep on going. Solutions to the money problem. Save money when traveling. Make money when hosting. You want to know how you save money when traveling when you don't have the money to travel in the first place? Don't fucking travel. I don't see what's so hard about that. Oh, well, I deserve a vacation. Oh, I need a vacation. Well, do you have the money for said vacation? If you don't have the money for said vacation, I'm going to say you didn't earn it. If you can't afford to do for yourself what it is you want to do, you have yet to earn it. You don't deserve something simply because you feel as though I should be able to live this life. You haven't put in enough work yet to be able to live that life. You see what I'm saying? Let's go to the next one. Total users, some. Temporary housing, some. Housing costs. Goddamn, that's another issue. A lot of y'all stressed out because y'all live in these bad neighborhoods. And I understand that may be what you can afford. But I pose this question to the audience, right? What's stopping you from finding a better job? What's stopping you from getting a trade? What's stopping you from putting in a little more effort? Work hard while you're young so that when you get older, you ain't got to worry about it. Put in the work now. Everybody has a niche. Everybody has something that they're good at that they should be able to put their all into. And don't always be like, oh, well, I want to be a famous painter. Oh, I want to be a famous writer. Oh, I want to be an actor. I want to be a rapper. You got to have your baseline life your baseline living, roof, vehicle, house. Well, no, roof and house, same thing. Roof, vehicle, food, clothing on your back. You got to have your bare essentials. As a great philosopher once said, the bare necessities, those simple bare necessities, if you have those, you can forget about your worries and your strife. I mean, bare necessities. That's why that bear could rest at ease with just the bare necessities of life. Everybody want to be living the life of somebody else's. You ain't put in the work they put in. You ain't sucked the dick they sucked. You didn't meet Diddy at a party. You didn't put in the work to get to where they are. You gotta put your best foot forward. And the path is rocky. The path is rocky. Sometimes it's covered in grass and dirt and blood and tears. But if you want it, you keep fucking walking forward. You keep moving. Let's go to the next slide. 2+ billion trips booked worldwide. Now, don't get caught up in the, man, it's 2.2+ billion people taking trips. I ain't taking no trips. Don't get caught up in what everybody else doing. Focus on your circle. Focus on what you can control, what you can pick up, what you can grasp, what you can spin, twist, turn, maneuver, aim, direct. Focus on what is in your purview that you can have a direct impact on. Don't worry about what other people are doing. Y'all get caught up on social media and, oh my God, she's in Miami again. Oh my God, they're in Bora Bora. Yeah. But are you willing to do what they did to get to that place? Everybody, ask yourself that question in your mind. Don't say it out loud. Ask yourself, are you willing to do what that person did to live the life that they are now currently living? I just want y'all to think about that. Yes, Mr. Redheaded Partner right here. I appreciate you being here today. You're supporting him. You are supporting him in his endeavors. And I'm here to help. Now, granted, I don't have any questions that, y'all can ask because I didn't know I had to download questions. But I digress. That's okay. We're going to keep going. Proud of, we're going to go back. What the hell's that BIOS up there? I told you. But so, check it out. My safe space is video games, right? We talked about that. Now, here, what we have here is a first-person action horror from the creators of System Shock 2 and Freedom Force, right? I've never played either one of those games. Never have. There's an overview for it. But, I mean, we've all played BioShock. But the thing is, video games allow you to immerse yourself and let your mind rest from the wearies of everyday life and focus on something productive. It's a short-term victory. Don't get me wrong. It's a short-term victory, but it is productive. Okay? There is a reward system. There's a leveling up system. There are combat systems or stratagem systems. So when you lose at life on today for 8 hours of your day, your mental health is waving and it makes you feel as though you just lost today. You can go home and you can cut on your game. And you can grow 10 levels. You can beat that secret boss. You can find that special sword. And you can be a winner. Now, I don't have that issue. My life is actually pretty good. Why? Because I put in the work. Everybody say it with me. Put in the work. You gotta put in the work. Now, I want to explain something to you before I go. It's a concept that I came up with many, many years ago when I was on the path to healing from, past trauma and feelings of neglect and abandonment and shit like that I've gone through throughout the course of my years. I discovered why we have such a hard time in society understanding, accepting, and then moving on from certain negative instances, situations, and scenarios. Why we're kind of stuck in these this perpetual loop of not being able to have a partnership, not knowing how to operate. I kind of wish the males were over here, the females were over here at this point, because I want to talk to y'all separately. It's called the point system and doll houses. I'm going to say that one more time. Point system and doll houses. Now, when young women are being raised, especially in my day and age, what did y'all have? What did y'all have? Y'all had Barbies. You had play kitchens. You had baby dolls. You had fake food. They even had little brooms, dustpans, and dishwasher. Yeah, you had one? The toy industry would grooming y'all, preparing yourself for the role that society had for you, which is that of a wife. Taking care of the house, taking care of the kids, cooking the food. While young men, on the other hand, we had sports. We had sports. We had point systems. We were judged, glorified, and applauded by the amount of points that we could accrue in any given situation. Now, as we get older, the point system changes. But they don't explain to you that. They don't explain that to you. Like psychologically, you're still geared to always want to accumulate and accrue more points. You want to be better than the next man. You want to be faster, have better stats, scored more touchdowns, got more threes, hit more home runs. So when you're a kid, it's sports or video games. When you grow up a little bit and you get your first little whiff of that thing, it becomes how many women can I get? How many names can I cross off my little black book? Get a little older. How many expensive pairs of shoes can I buy? How expensive are my suits? How many I got them? What's the miles per hour on my dashboard on my vehicle? What my bank account looking like? Once again, how many women can I trick out of their panties? We rate ourselves, and it starts as a youth. We rate ourselves on our ability to gather or accumulate whatever point system that we now value. When we were younger, it was sports. And then it goes on and goes on. How the hell do we groom the next generation of individuals when the men or those who are masculine, let's say those who are masculine, fuck that. When the men only see value within themselves by how much they have. Quantity, that's what it's about. It's about the quantity of whatever it is that you value. And then the women are being groomed to be in a house, to take care of the family. There's no way it's going to work out. We're always going to have issues. And then you have people fighting against the tides, which I agree with. I definitely agree with it. I feel like there's no reason that you can't cook. Don't put it all on her. Don't expect her to just be the one to cook. There's no reason you can't pick up your own damn drawers. Don't expect her to goddamn do a change you made. You know what I'm saying? Like, but that's the baseline psychological issue that we have. Like, it's like one of those web charts where there's a big bubble in the middle, and it's childhood, like what you're taking in as a child. Like childhood stimulants. And then it branches off into lack of affection and promiscuism and what you call it when you spend a lot of money. You just buy clothes and shit. You shop a lot. You shop a lot. You don't get enough attention at home. You're always feeling by yourself. And then you get into sex. And then you get into drugs. And then you get into minding other people's business. Like it's all that encompassing. And it starts as a youth. We children are blank canvases. And what you allow them to see, what you allow them to hear, what you allow them to be a part of, the stimuli that you allow them to take in help shape them. So if your kids are bad, or if they don't have any discipline, or if they don't respect you, that means that's what they saw growing up with you, which means you didn't have any discipline. You didn't have any respect. Hold yourselves accountable for the decisions that you make that affect you, your loved ones, your friends, and even the people around you that you may not give a shit about. Because you never know what type of day somebody's been having. There could be somebody in the back right now with an AR-15, full magazine, hollow points. And he's just waiting for me to finish and get off the stage because I didn't do nothing to him. But Kathy here promised to take him to go out on a date with him. But then guess what? Guess what? She needed her nails done. She wanted a new pair of shoes. And he couldn't afford that. So Kathy went sucking dick behind the Costco's. And now he's just waiting for me to just, you know what? I think I'm done. I think I've said all I got to say because I see his face and he's kind of winking at me. Don't look down, sir. Don't look down. I saw you. Yep. He kind of looks like the type, Kathy. I mean, I'm sorry. But I hope you all learned something today. Hope you learned something today. And if it's your first time here, welcome. If you're returning, you already know what to expect. Prepare yourself for foolishness beyond compare. And I'm actually liking this, so I actually am going to download the real stuff so I can actually really engage with the audience like I'm supposed to. But this was just a little freestyle. You lazy bastards. I'll see y'all in the next one.